Welcome back to the Switch Sports Golf World Championship. This is now round 2, and I'm facing off against Kat. So we both won our round 1 games. I won it in extremely tense fashion, so I highly recommend watching that video against Balt in that first round if you haven't seen it already. That was an absolute battle, but we're back here. Round 2, playing Kat, who put up a great fight against Lloyd. Those are two great players, and whoever I was going to play in the second round, if I made it past the first round, was going to be another absolute battle, and we're ready for it here. Hole 1, hole 14 in this random 9. We played to a best of 3 using random 9-hole courses. Let's get going. 15 miles an hour here, and we need just a little extra on this one in terms of power. A little wind in the face as well as this crosswind. Let's see what we can do here. I think I like this aim point. Try to just sneak this through the trees.
Nice shot.
That looks decent. Should take a good looking flight. Hopefully escape all the branches and everything. And I'll make it barely past that trunk. Very close call, but we make it. We're in the fairway. And we can line this one up now with the 3-iron. So Kat and I have ended up right next to each other. You can see him just off my screen there. We've got a tough first hole, trying to just get through that gap to begin with. But we both made it, and now we can line this one up and think about going for the albatross here
Nice shot.
on this one. That's going to take a good-looking flight and end up just a touch short. Okay, a touch short, a little bit left as well, but a good close call for 15 miles an hour in the face there. Needed a whole lot of power. Couldn't put a whole lot much more on that, actually. So we'll just tap a putt up there, sink it for the eagle. We'll see if Kat can make his as well. Kat will send it back and drain it. Eagles for both of us through 1. So a nice solid 2-under start. Always good to see those eagles right away on the scorecard. Would have been nice to sink the albatross, but we made it through the trees barely, and I'll take an eagle there. Hole 2 coming up. We got 21 and 20, as well as 17 on the scorecard, so a difficult seed here. We got 15 miles an hour pushing right. Let's see what we can do about this. Let's just play it safe, not put the birdie in jeopardy, but see if we can keep this close. It's one of those pins at the bottom of the green, so we can use the spin a little bit more aggressively and not have to worry too much about risking, leaving extremely difficult uphill putts. We'll both put it to a good spot here in the middle of the fairway. Kat a little bit to my left, 127 yards in for me. Let's aim this one to about there. Maybe 3.7 dots of power. It's a downhill shot. We don't want to hit this too far. So let's go like 3.7.
Nice
On its way. Looking halfway decent, actually, if that just kind of glides. Now it's going to bite and roll back. Rip back, actually. Kat has made the birdie. I've got a little side hill to think about here. We got to be careful with this one. It's going to move quite a bit to the right. We'll send it up to about there. Tap it up. About a dot of power. Send it on its way and sink it. We'll make the birdie as well. Birdies for both of us. 2 tough holes to start, but we both have good fundamental starts to this round. Tough to make shots so far, but you want to just put it close, tap it in for birdies. We both done that. 2 holes. 3 under for both of us. 7 to play in game 1. What are we working with here? A windy hole 4. Crosswind pushing. Looks like just straight across. Yeah, 13 miles an hour straight across. Let's see. We have to aim this quite a bit out to the left. Put a little extra power on it. Let's see if we can get lucky here, though.
Nice shot.
Feels like a good shot with that 3-iron. On its way. Looking halfway decent, but landing a little bit too short. Ripping back. And that's going to be a pretty standard miss on this very difficult hole 4 pin to actually make. Needed a little extra juice, actually, and that could have been okay looking, but just not quite enough power on it. We'll have to carefully tap another 1-dot power putt up there. Sink it for the birdie. Kat has left himself a good spot as well. Oh, did he lip it? I didn't see it, but the ball was off to the side. Oh my goodness. Kat's going to have to tap in a par here on this hole 4. This hole 4 green can glitch out, actually. Like, sometimes you get, like, the blast power on those putts, and it gives you a whole lot more than you wanted. And I have a feeling that may have happened to Kat there, which is so unfortunate. Not the way you want these super competitive matches to go. We'll take a lead, though, through 3. Let's put some draw on this one and see if we can sneak this around to the left. Ooh, it's a little bit too much draw, and that may end up in trouble if it doesn't launch. Oh, but it does launch. Okay, we're in fine shape. We're going to be a little further back, 180 yards, but it's really, really tough to actually get this all the way there with this sort of wind. How do we want to handle this? Let's just go for the green. Like, we can go a little to the right just to make sure we put this on the green, and we're not going to make it. But we should be able to get up and over that tree, no problem, aiming just a little bit to the right. Just kind of glide it back and just play this one safe, really. Right about to there. As long as it doesn't clip that short tree, it doesn't. We'll just send it up there, rip it back a little bit. Hopefully it just collects down that hill, and we're on the green with a putt on this difficult hole 20 that you have to play in a bit of a weird way. Cat's going to send a shot down and just leave it short. My goodness, what a good chip there from long. But it doesn't find the cup. It just absolutely stops short. That is such a tough break there again. I'll tap my putt up and sink it for a tough birdie on this hole 20. Sideways putt there, but it finds the cup, and I'll take a 2-shot lead here. It does not feel like it should be a 2-shot lead, 1 at the most, but I'll be at 5 under, Cat at 3 under through 4. We'll move on to 17, and this difficulty absolutely continues. Look at this. Tailwind on 17. It's 13 miles an hour, though, so that's actually pretty fine. Let's try to give a spoon launch up there. Have a little bit of fun with this one. Aim it to about there. Use the spoon. It's going to land short. Hopefully just kind of catch the short rough, or wherever it ends up is actually probably fine. Right about to there. Launching. Oh, launching way too far, though. Cat puts it right on the cup, and I launch all the way over with 13 miles an hour. Ooh, I don't know what I needed to do a whole lot different there, but that wasn't it. Wow, what a tough seed this has been in the early going. Cat taps in a birdie, and I'm going to have a little bit of work here to try to secure mine. Probably about a dot plus. Hopefully just taking a bounce and finding the... Oh, it doesn't find the cup. It misses just to the right. Oh, so tough to read those chips, especially with a little bit of wind off the back of that green when you launch like that. We'll have to tap in a hole 17 par. So we'll drop one there. 5 under is going to be my score after that par. Cat pushing to 4 under, making up a bit of ground. We got 4 holes left, and I have 4 holes to try to defend my lead. Hole 5 is coming up. What sort of condition are we working with here? Looking like light to moderate wind. 6 miles an hour is what it is. Let's aim this at the tree. Let it push right. Full driver.
Nice shot.
And that should collect towards the right side, a little bit shorter than usual with this slight wind. But we'll have a halfway decent look at trying to sink the eagle. We can't get there in 2, but we can try our best to chip it in. Let's aim it to there and give it that much power. That should be safely in the fairway. Looks like Cat and I are going to be right next to each other. That might be the exact same spot from where his ball disappeared as mine entered the view. We may be having identical chips up to this pin here. Let's go with the wedge. Let's aim it to there. Right about there. Should do it, hopefully. Or hopefully is at least pretty close to it. Let's give it 3.2-ish dots of power. Uphill shot. Should roll out a decent amount, though. Right about to there. Oh, that's going to miss way right. Cat. Oh, that doesn't launch either. Let's see where Cat ends up. Oh, Cat makes it. Wow. Cat drops 2 shots and then makes them right back up on the very next 2 holes. Incredible, incredible eagle there. And a very nice birdie on that difficult 17 for Cat, and he'll even this match right back up. So Cat not shying away after dropping early here. 6 holes in, this match is back to even. 6 under to 6 under. We'll move on to hole 12. We got 12, 2, and 15 left in this game 1 to see if it can be decided in regulation, or to see if we're then heading to another playoff like we did in those a bunch of times in that the first round. Let's see if we can do something about this, though. Let's hit this shot out to there and then try to calculate a good second shot to maybe make an albatross here on this light wind hole 12 with the pin that I enjoy. One of my preferred pins in this game, I'd say. Let's see what we can do. And I think what we actually have to do is it's going to kick right. Wind's going to move it slightly left. Let's aim it to there. That looks decent. We'll give it like 3.1-ish dots of power right about to there. And we'll try that out. That's the shot I wanted. Looking like it's taking a pretty good flight. Kicking right. Moving up and draining. Albatross on hole 12 through the light wind. Little bit of crosswind, 2 miles an hour. And the adjustment works. Moving just a little bit to the left in the air. And finding the cup. It didn't make it by a whole lot. It really just snuck inside the edge. But that'll push me to 9 under through 7. Cat now 1 shot back at 8 under with 2 holes to play. It's going to be 2 and then it's going to be 15 to finish this round. A little bit of tailwind on 2 and an interesting pin. 6 miles an hour of tailwind is what it is. And we'll aim it to, let's call it there. Right about there feels perfect. Let's not mess with it. That was my initial thought. Let's keep it right there. Character's watching it. Let's see if, Cat is first on the green, so Cat did not sink it for the ace. This one could virtually, I mean, it's a 2-shot difference. It would be tough to make up, but I don't want to say virtually put it away, but if I were to sink this, it would be quite good, and I'll just lip it out on the left side. Oh, that was so close to perfection, but it didn't quite find the cup, and Cat is alive with hole 15 left to play. I'll carefully tap that putt up there. Plenty of power to make sure it gets up that hill. Sink the birdie. We got 1 hole left. 10 under. 9 under. 1 shot lead for me heading into the final hole here. Just hole 15 between me and game 1. Let's see if I can hold on to it. What are we working with on hole 15 here? Looking a little bit windy. Is it one of the better pins, though, to try to get a make on? Oh, it's 22 miles an hour. We have to aim this considerably left to be safe. And it's going to be a difficult shot to try to make. Cat puts it in a very good spot. That's about the best you could do. I put it safely over here just to not be in any sort of trouble. 112 yards left. I may have to go 7-iron here. That's what I'm going to do. 7-iron with some spin. We'll aim it out to there. I'll give it 3.1-ish dots of power. And we'll see. 3.1 on the way. This would be to seal the game. Looking decent. Oh, but rolling back just a little bit too strongly. If that glided rather than biting and rolling back, that could have just dropped right in the cup. But it does not. I now have a little tiny bit of side hill to worry about here. But if I send this up there, we just have to wait to see if Cat makes it. Cat has missed it a little bit long. I sink the birdie. And regardless of the outcome of Cat's putt here, I will take game 1. Cat will drop it for the birdie. Hard-fought first game. I went up too early. A very, very difficult break for Cat on that hole 4. But a nicely played hole 20 gave me a birdie. Nice albatross. Took the lead back. Cat with some great shots as well. A nice hole 17 and nice hole 5. We're back with game 2. I took game 1 in exciting fashion. Nice albatross. After I went off to an early lead and Cat fought right back, was the one that sealed the deal. Brand new game here, though. 0-0 through 0. 9 holes left. And it looks like another difficult seed. We'll start with 18, 17, and 16. Classic C, which is always chaotic, to start this one. Followed by another special hole. Let's do our best. That's all we can do. Let's get a good drive here on this hole 18. Ooh, I lose a pixel, but that shouldn't make a difference with this wind direction. We'll actually end up a little bit shorter, and the wind didn't push that quite as far as I thought it might to the right. Just a little off. We'll be a little bit further back than usual. Let's see. We can still go 3-iron and mostly full power. About full power is actually what we're going to need. Actually, let's go out to there and then backspin it. Right about to there with the backspin. And that should hopefully just find the area of the cup. Right about to there with the spin. Let's see what that does.
Nice shot.
Let's see what that does. That should land just a little bit on the short side. Spin up there and almost find the cup, but it's going to rip back a little ways. Didn't put the eagle in jeopardy at all, though. It just kind of found that top shelf and rolled straight back, which means that we can just putt this straight up the hill. Cat does that, secures the eagle. I just need a little bit more than a dot and a half on my putt. I'll send mine up. It moves a little left, but I sink it as well. Eagles for both of us once again on hole 1. 2 under to 2 under. Game 2 underway. 8 holes left. No leads yet on that difficult hole out on hole 18. Nearly pulled it off, but it just didn't quite make it all the way there. Here comes another 0 wind hole 17, and it's a pin that we can't reach. So we just have to hit a full drive and tap in a birdie, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's the way this one goes. Cannot reach it unless we launch, and I'm not going to be trying to launch here. Let's just aim it safely up there. 3 squares left isn't like the perfect line, but it'll leave us with a pretty flat putt. 3 squares right is what I mean. We'll just send it down there. I should end up in pretty much the exact same spot as Cat. Just rolling down a little bit further. Quite close to the cup, but we can't reach it. We're 7 feet short, and we just have to tap a birdie up there. No leads to be had unless we pulled something really risky or got quite unlucky on this hole 17. So it's kind of a wash, unfortunately. Just a little bit of a boring hole 17 this time. Just fundamental birdies, no launching. Neither of us could reach the cup. We both tapped in birdies. We'll move on to the next one. 3 under through 2 for both of us. What are we working with on hole 16 here? Wind in the face, looking a little bit strong. How strong is it? 22 miles an hour. We cannot go for the shortcut. Not worth it with this wind. I don't think we could make it anyway. Maybe you can, though. Cat's going for it. I think you actually might be able to. Now, is it worth it? I'm not going for it. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going out this way, letting the wind push it. Yeah, Cat and I both go for the safe play. Just out to the left fairway. Cat is going to end up a little bit on the short side, but he should have a line. I think that made it to the fairway. Let's see. Yeah, Cat's in the fairway. Oh, is he clear of the tree, though? Not totally sure. You can still get underneath there, and it's not the end of the world if that's where you've ended up. Let's hit this one with... do I want to go roll up or no roll up? We'll give it about pin high-ish power, maybe a little bit less just to be safe. No roll up because this often bites quite hard and then rolls back way too far. So we'll give that a big bounce, and it's not quite going to make it, but that'll be a fine leave for the putt. Cat's going to send the putt up there, and he will sink it, so a nice birdie there. I've got a pretty straightforward uphill putt here for my birdie, moving maybe a touch left, if anything, so I'll aim it just a touch to the right. A little bit over 1 dot, should get up there and sink no problem, and we'll drop a birdie. No leads yet in game 2. Birdie, birdie. 4 under for both through 3. 6 holes to play in this game 2. Not a lot of opportunities for leads so far, but let's see if this second game breaks open the way the first game did. A lot of back and forth in that one. Here's another tough hole 20. 29 miles an hour pushing left here. We've got to put this one to a good spot. I think the aim right about to there should be safe. We actually have to hit this one quite a ways into the fairway to be safe. Because the pin is so far to the right, if we don't go far enough, we're going to end up in not a good line with the rocks on the right side. And that's about perfect. I did not want that to reach the rough, but it didn't. And now we can go 3-iron. Perhaps full powered with some spin. Is the spin necessary here? I think it might actually be, despite this being... I just don't know, actually. Let's go no spin, unfortunately. And just a little bit less than full power, and just hopefully this holds the green. Right about to there looks decent. That's the shot I wanted. Flying up there. Hopefully not going too far away. That looks safe. Yeah, if that spun, that may have come all the way back off the green, but we've just plopped it to a stop, 16 feet long. A little bit of a side hill to worry about here, but not a ton. It's going to move left. Just have to play it, let it move left, drop it for the birdie. Cat ended up in a decent spot as well. Little bit of a tougher putt from back there, up and over the ridge, but not the end of the world. Yeah, looking at Cat's angle, it's not too bad. It'll roll down, and that looks quite good. He'll sink it for the birdie. 2 tougher birdies on some red wind hole 20s, but we both make them. 5 under to 5 under. 5 holes left. No real chances for leads yet, unless one of us made a mistake, but neither of us have. What are we working with this time? Hole 12 again. 8, 9, and 6 to end this one, so it is not an easy seed here. Are there going to be any opportunities for scoring, or is this going to just go to a sudden death? We'll find out shortly, but for now, let's play this hole 12. Just got to hit a full drive up there to that shortcut fairway. Somewhere in the middle of it is where we want to be. And then think about the adjustment to hit this one far enough without hitting it too far. Very, very precise landing point here to give this one any sort of chance. Let's aim this one to there. That looks pretty good. We'll use the spoon. We'll give it 3.15, 3.2-ish dots of power, and hope that that's enough to get that all the way there. That's the shot I wanted. Should fly pretty nicely. Oh, it kicks right, though. Just a little tiny bit too short for that to have a chance at being near the cup with the straight kick. If you leave it just a little bit short, it ends up kicking right and having no chance at the make. Not the end of the world. We both kind of have that happen to us. We'll both tap some putts up there, make eagles, and no leads in this game 2 yet. Oh, I thought I hit that one about perfectly, even as it was flying in. That could not have been far off from at least being in the area of the pin. Not necessarily a make, but 7 under for both of us. 4 holes left. Let's see what we're working with on hole 4 this time. This might be the only real opportunity at a make, and it's going to be a tough one. 20 miles an hour pushing straight ahead here. Okay. All right. Got to aim it to about there. Got to hit it with 3-ish dots of power. Spin it back. See if that works. There's my shot on its way. Both of our shots on the way. Oh, mine's going to end up quite a bit short. That should be decent, though. Cat might have a chance. Oh, Cat just misses it on the left side. Mine's closer ending, but didn't have much of a chance after it missed to the, or as far to the left as it did on that first bounce. We'll both, well, let's make sure that we both make the birdies here. Cat carefully taps that one in, and we'll move on to hole 7 of this game 2. So through 6, both of us at 8 under, no leads yet. Tough, hard-fought round here, just 2 eagles apiece on those hole 18s and hole 12s, and birdies on everything else. Here is hole 8 with a tough-looking pin. Moderate wind in the face. What are we actually working with? 6 miles an hour. Let's play this one with an abundance of caution. I'm going to hit it with that much power. I'm going to aim it a little bit more left than I think I need to, and hopefully that's okay. Short and left is the miss here. That's why I've aimed it all the way out that way. Cat is going to roll it up and I mean just miss that ace. That was so close with that spoon for Cat. I played it safe. I didn't go as aggressive as maybe I should have for the ace there with the way that Cat put that right on the cup. But I've left it in the perfect spot. Cat has a very nice look at his birdie as well. I'll tap it in. Cat taps it in as well. And nearly took an incredible lead in this game too. That was so close to a tournament-defining shot for Cat there. But it's just tied. 2 holes left. It's going to be 9, and then it's going to be 6 to finish this round. Can we get any help from the wind here? Doesn't look like it. Light wind, no help from it on this hole 9 here. I'll send that on its way just out to the fairway. It's going to be tough to make this one with this pin spot, but we'll try our best. We'll try our best to hit a good shot and give it a chance. Let's go for the hook under the trees a little bit more to the left. Let me make sure we have the right pin. We do. Okay. Always good to double check that sort of thing. We have the right pin. We'll send that down there. Now that should launch all the way through the fairway, kind of into the rough a little bit, and we'll have a halfway decent line. Just halfway decent to try to send this one up there and rattle home what would be a very lucky eagle. Let's at least give ourselves a good look at the birdie if we miss. But right about to there is the spot. Let's see. 3-iron, 3.2-ish, or excuse me, 3.1 dots of power on this one. Let's see if that works. On its way, looking halfway decent. Oh, but it goes straight up the hill. Oh, and I have a little bit of a scary side hill putt here. That was exactly where I aimed that one, and that's where it ended up. Oh, it didn't move at all. And we have a very, very, very scary putt here that will drop for the birdie. Let's see if Cat can sink it. I think he's still in the fairway. He's going to drop it just past the hole. A great approach there. A much better leave for the putt. And Cat's going to sink it for the birdie. We now have one hole left to see if one of us can perhaps hole out and take this game 2 in regulation. There it is. 10 under through 8 for both of us. Just hole 6 now in this regulation. Otherwise, we head to a playoff for game 2. What's it going to be condition-wise on this hole 6? Back pin. Windy. Very windy. 20 miles an hour on the wind. Okay. Let's aim this out to there. We'll take a good amount of power off of this spoon. Right about to there. Oh, that may be a little too much. We'll see, though. Oh, that's not going to push right enough. That might be a little bit of trouble. Hopefully it ends up being okay. And we can maybe sneak a weird shot. Are we going to have to curve this one? Oh, boy. A little bit of trouble here for me. 5-iron, we may have to go curve. You know what? Let's go 7-iron. Just to be safe. Aim to there. Not that much curve, I don't think. A little bit more than that. That might be it. That looks okay. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, I didn't get enough. Cat's going to have a good shot at it. I am going to have a fringe putt or a chip, depending on what I want here. Cat is on the green, nice and close. I think I may want to putt this. Yeah, the chip just doesn't feel right here. I'm going to putt this. It's going to move a good ways left, or right, I mean. Cat sinks it for the birdie. This is for game 2 right here. This is to stay alive. If I can get it up that hill through this fringe and sink it. Up it goes and it lips. And I lose game 2 on a bad drive that put me in an awful, awful, awful spot. Oh, to try to make the, even just put it on the green. And I'm going to have to tap in an unfortunate par in a tournament scenario to lose game 2. Cat with a great game 2. I mean, those were extremely difficult holes, every single one of them to hole out. There were no real opportunities that makes in that game 2, and Cat makes 2 eagles on 12 and 18 to push to a perfect, no mistakes, 11 under, and I make a mistake to drop to 10 under, and game 2 is decided on the final hole. It all comes down to this. Once again, game 3. Me versus Cat. 1-1. It's an even match. I won game 1. I wouldn't say gave away game 2 because Cat hit some great shots, and I hit, some fine shots as well. And I just made one mistake, didn't find the green, and then just missed the save. And here we go with game 3. Let's see if we can get off to a good start. 0 wind on hole 9 here. Just have to send this down to a good location. Give ourselves a good leave at this pin that's pretty accessible with 0 wind. One of the better ones on this green for 0 wind. We'll send it down to there. Just a little bit over 2 dots of power on this one. Right about to there. That looks pretty ideal. That should give us a good distance, a good leave. You don't want to put this too close. You don't want to leave it too far. There's kind of a Goldilocks zone into this pin. I think 120 yards is about good. That looks about perfect. Okay, we can go for a 3-dot 5-iron. Aim to there. 3 dots is what we need on this shot. There it is. Let's see if we can replicate that. Ooh, maybe a touch too much. We'll see. That looks okay. It's going to rip back, and it will find it for a nice make on the first one here. Let's see if Cat can match me. This is one that most people seem to know. It, however, is still a very, very precise one. Cat's shot is on the way, looking like it's going to have a decent landing point, ripping back and lipping out on the left side, just missing on that one. And Cat's going to have to send it up the hill for the birdie, and I'll take a lead in game 3. 2 under to 1 under. 3 straight eagles to start these rounds. That was the first one that took a hole out to actually get it, though, and we'll be off to a good start here. I actually forgot to check the seed. We have another special hole after this hole 4 here. What are we working with on this hole 4? Looks a little windy. 15 miles an hour is what it is. We'll aim this one out that way. We'll give it safe power. I don't want to overdo this. We'll call it like 3.3-ish on the power meter. Let's see. Let's see if we get lucky here. Looking decent. If that doesn't go all the way to the fringe, and it does. Oh, it's not going to come back. All right, little bit of a scary leave here. 12 feet to go. Cat ends up in a pretty decent spot. We'll just have to hit this one carefully up there, not too far. Right about to there for the aim. Looks decent. We'll send it on its way, sink it. We both make birdies, and I'll hold on to that one-shot lead through 2. 3 under to 2 under through 2 after birdies for both of us on that hole 4. And here comes another special hole. They've been abundant in this match. We got hole 21 coming up next. What are we working with here? Looking like light crosswind and, oh, a very, very difficult pin. Okay. Probably my least favorite pin in this game, to be completely honest. Let's see if we can handle it this time around. Let's aim it out to there. Let's hit it full powered on this drive. That should kind of clip the rough and just bounce down somewhere, hopefully pretty nicely. Cat is going to clip it off the fairway, bounce down and find the rough on the left side. I'm going to be in the middle of the fairway with 124 yards in. Now, how do we want to handle this? This is such a difficult shot to try to even put close. Let's be extra, extra careful with it. Aim it out to like there and just try to glide one to a stop somewhere down low of this. Right about there looks decent. Let's see.
Nice.
Right about there looks decent. On its way, hopefully just gliding, not biting too. Oh, it bites so hard. And Cat nearly makes it. Oh, and I've bit that so hard. I am so not great at this pin. I just can't seem to put it in the right spot, roll out or spin. And now I have a tough look here. Gotta blast this one up the hill through the break. We'll send it up and sink it. Difficult 28-foot putt there, but it finds the cup at a much needed time. Cat is gonna send it up and drop it. Oh, for a par. Oh, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I thought Cat put that to a perfect spot, but that may not have been the approach shot there. So I'm going to take a 2-shot lead here through 3. And Cat's been here before. I mean, he has come back from a 2-shot lead in this match. So we'll see if we can hold on to it this time. 17 miles an hour is the wind on this hole 5. We'll see if we can put this up there and maybe make an eagle with some nice tailwind here.
Nice shot.
There's my drive on its way, looking like exactly what I wanted. That should not, or it should like visually clip through those leaves, but they don't really do anything. Yeah, those bottom 2 leaves don't seem to actually affect the shot at all. Let's see if we can put this up on the green, and gotta aim it to about there, I think. We're gonna go full power just to be safe on this. Right about to there. And we'll send it on its way. Come on, be good. Move left just enough. That looks quite decent. Moving up and not albatrossing, but ending up in a pretty perfect spot there.
Nice approach.
7.3 feet to go between me and this eagle. I'll send my putt up there. I'll drop it for the eagle. Cat is going to drop the eagle as well from, it looks like, a little bit further back. So 2 nice eagles there on that tailwind hole 5. And it'll be 6 under to 4 under through 4 here. 5 holes left to try to hold on to this 2-shot lead and try to take the match. Oh, and here's a difficult one. Headwind. And a very, very difficult hole 8 pin when you see headwind. Oh my goodness, this is going to be the most testing shot of the match right here, at least so far. How do we want to handle this? I think we still have to go spin just to be safe. Probably about that much power, maybe a little bit more on it. Right about to there feels halfway decent. Oh, this is not a very confidence-inspiring look at this one, but let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. 3-iron on the way. Looking pretty perfect. Oh, but it clips the pin. It clips the pin and I end up 23 feet to the right with a brutal, brutal side hill on the way. Oh, this happened last time on hole 8 in my last match, and it was coming down to the end when the match was already virtually decided. But man, what a bad time for that thing to happen here. Let's see if we can save this. No, it misses long. Oh, I clipped the pin, and that was perfect. That was perfect if it doesn't clip it. Oh, that either sinks or it comes back and is a perfectly uphill putt. But it clips the pin, and Cat is given life with my par on hole 8. Man, oh man, I've got to hold on to this one. 6 under to 5 under. We have to hold on to this one-shot lead. 4 holes to play. Come on. 15, 13, 1, and 3 to decide this match. What are we working with here on 15? Tailwind and... Ooh, okay. Let's go short into the right side of the fairway. That's my preferred line here. If we end up in the rough, that's also fine. We're going to end up a little bit long in the rough, actually. Not in the water. We're just going to have to go 7 iron up to this one, and that was about the expectation anyway. Maybe 5 iron, actually. Let's see. Let's aim it to there. And glide one up. Just going to have to glide one home. 2.8-ish dots of power on this one, I want to say, with that glide. Let's see if it works. 2.8 on the way with the glide, clipping the fringe and lipping out, lip launching to 15 feet. Cat has put it on the green, I think. I think I saw that green notification pop up. Cat taps in the birdie. So I'll have this birdie here to hold on to my one-shot lead. We'll send it back there and sink it. And it's 7 under to 6 under. I had that 2-shot lead. Pin hit on the last one, lip launch on this one. Let's see if we can get luck a little bit more in our favor on the final 3 holes here. If we can get another shot, that would be ideal, but obviously not the easiest thing in the world to do. And we have a 0 wind condition that we're looking at here on hole 13, back pin, back kind of middle pin. Let's see if we can take advantage of this one. The aim to right there is the way to go. The power to right there should be the way to go. Let's see. Looks pretty perfect so far. Oh, landing a little bit short, landing a touch short and not making it. Oh, I'm not exactly sure how that landed short the way it did, but I don't make it, and Cat now has an opportunity with 0 wind to try to send one home and tie this match back up. I'm going to tap in a birdie. Cat is going to put some spin on it, roll it back, and drain it for the ace. It never popped up, but that was an ace. And Cat ties this one back up. Down 2, comes back from 2 again. And makes a nice ace. Oh, I needed to make that one with 0 wind. 2 holes now to play in this match. We're even, and it's coming down to hole 1 and hole 3, and this hole 1 is going to have 0 wind as well. Or is it? Is it 0 wind? It is, and it's the front pin. Okay. Just a fundamental shot on the way here. Full drive is all we need, and then we just have to hit the right second shot. This one should just be right in the middle of the fairway. Cat ends up right next to me, so 2 perfect drives there. And now we just have to hit the second shot that we both know we need to hit. 96 yards in. 9 iron, aimed right at it, just over the top of that 3rd dot. Let's do this. There's the shot on its way. Should kick just a little bit right, roll back left, and we'll drop it in the cup. Cat's made it as well. Chip-ins from the fairway for both of us. And it's now just hole 3. And this is like the 1-hole sudden death. If one of us makes this and the other doesn't, it's the game. Otherwise, we head to another championship sudden death playoff, full 9. So here we go. 10 under for both of us through 8. It's going to take a 12 under to win it, unless, of course, we get an albatross condition. But let's not think about that yet. We'll move on to hole 3, which is the final hole of this random 9-hole match. What are we working with condition-wise? Front pin. 4 miles an hour. Oh, actually, no, not front pin. Back left pin. Back middle pin, whatever you want to call it. 4 miles an hour. A difficult one for sure. Let's see what we can do about this.
Nice shot.
We'll send that one up there. Good looking shot. We'll both end up in the same spot in the fairway here. We cannot go for this green in 2 with 4 miles an hour. We cannot reach this. We must put this short, probably in the bunker, and try to chip it in from there. Bunker's fine. It doesn't really hurt our shot. Maybe helps it, if anything. We'll send that up there. That is going to be in the bunker with a decent angle with the wind. What do we need to do here to try to make this one? Cat's ended up in the bunker. A little bit ahead of me. I am going to try to rattle this home with the wedge. Let's hit it with like that much power. Aimed to where I have it. Trying to rattle it home. Let's see if we can do it. Come on. Find the cup. Find the cup. It finds the cup. Oh, we found the cup. Oh my goodness, we found the cup on that really, really difficult pin. Cat has a shot here to tie this match. Oh, this is one of the more difficult shots to make on hole 3. A huge one for me. We'll see if Cat can pull it off in the same way. Cat's shot on the way. Moving to the right, ripping back and missing on the right side. Oh, and Cat comes back from 2 shots once again. Oh, and Cat said that he curved it. I saw that ended up right. And that's not the play there. And oh man, a curve from the bunker to decide that match. An unfortunate way for that to end for Cat. Oh, but a good make and a difficult one for me on that hole 3. 12 under to 11 under. I survive once again. We'll take another one. We'll move to the next round. Great game to Cat. All of these tournament matches have been so incredible. You know, it comes down to one shot every single time. And I've gotten fortunate that it came my way twice there again out of the 3 games. Great game to Cat. I hope you've enjoyed watching. We'll see you in round 3. And wow, we had to fight hard to get there.